Namaskar everyone, welcome to the another episode of our Science Heroes, the series that brings you inspiring stories of amazing heroes in the world of science. Today in this episode, I have a friend of mine who is doing her PhD in the crop production lab. She is Liny Lay from Cambodia. Without further delay, let's welcome her to this series. So, welcome Liny.
Hi, Divya.
How are you feeling today?
Feeling very good now. Because tomorrow I will have a flight to go back home for a few weeks. That's why I'm so excited.
Yeah, you are so excited and I'm so sorry. Like even on your last day, I have made you to do a video here. So I'm really sorry.
It's okay. It's like my pleasure.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's so sweet of you.
Yeah.
So can you tell our audience more about yourself?
Hello everyone. My name is Liny. I'm from Cambodia. And recently I was in the third semester of my PhD degree. And the next semester, in fourth semester, will be my last semester of my coursework. But I will have another year for my research.
Wow, that's so interesting. I hope you'll finish your research work on time and will be
Thank
graduating
you.
soon. Let's go back to your high school. As a student in high school, were you so curious about science?
Yes, actually, you know why I choose agriculture? Because I remember one time when I was in high school in the grade 12, and then when we start learning about biology and also another chemistry. But one thing that I remember is when I learned about
Biology?
biology, right?
Botany?
No, biology.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that one of lesson is talk about Mendel's.
Mendel, Gregor Johann Mendel.
Yeah, Mendel laws, and then I start curious about why this guy working with like this plant for
garden pea,
breeding just make me curious.
Wow.
Yes.
That's so interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why my purpose is okay. I will learn about this guy and then this law, and then I try to figure out how this Mendel laws is working for the plant breeding.
Wow. So, in your undergraduate degree, what was your major then?
Yes, after that high school, and then I got scholarship in agriculture university.
Wow.
So my undergraduate major is agronomy.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah,
like
thank
now,
you.
lately. So,
Yes, and one more thing is back to high school. I remember when I was in grade 9 or grade 10. Actually, I'm not good. I'm not a good student. I just like...
you are.
No, I just like, I'm trying hard to learn, but if compared to other smart or intelligent student, I will be the lower than
No,
the...
don't say that. Everyone has their own.
Yeah, but I also
specialty.
have my dream. Whenever I look at the sky, okay, maybe one day I will go abroad and I will study abroad. That is make me to like something that encourage me to, okay, Liny, you have to study hard, you have to pass your exam, you have to go abroad at least in your life one time. Even you cannot study abroad, but at least you need to have
some
one
exposure.
chance. Yeah.
Wow. You are so curious and you have already traveled so many countries.
Yeah.
During your undergraduate degree in agronomy, what kind of research did you do there?
Actually, honestly talking, because during my undergraduate, because my university at that time, most of lecturer professors is still limited. So sometimes we cannot find a good, actually they are good enough to lead us, to supervise us, to do our research. But because that time we still have limit, even lab equipment, we don't have much or enough lab equipment, so we need to do whatever we want to do, and then we just try to spend our own money for the research. So it's really tough. And then first one I just prefer to do related to plant breeding, but because we don't have professor that have expert in this, expertise in this major, so again I also want to change to other plant pathology, and then it's still when I try to seek for professor to supervise me, and then I found once, but he said because he also have another department work, and then he said, sorry, I cannot guide you and I cannot to be your supervisor or your advisor. And then last choice is just only my vice deans in my department. But in my undergraduate we call faculties. So she said okay, she can lead me for my research, and then I just change my topic a little bit, and okay, I just adapt whatever we can afford for them, and then just change to the fertilizer application in vegetable at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds quite a little bit disappointing.
Yes,
but then anyway, we tried our best to utilize the resources and learn with what we had.
Yeah. And one more thing, because that time I remember in my country, like internet access is very hard. Whenever we want to use internet, we need to use our own budget.
Data,
for data plan, and then it's really take a lot of money and time, because whenever we can spend for the data plan, but the internet speed also like a little bit low sometimes, and then it's really hard. And also like most of the research or information is in English, and my research will be used in my language, my own language. So whenever we're trying to search something and then trying to translate from English to our language,
it's a bit tricky.
And we don't know which website is possible to search and then to be use our reference. So it's really tough.
Look like you struggle a lot during your undergraduate degree.
Of course. Because,
struggling hero.
Because like in our library, we have only hard copy. We don't have e-library. So whenever we want to get something or we want to do research, we need to go through to the library shelf and reading book from one shelf to another shelf. So it's tough. And sometimes even it's like it also having in the list.
But it doesn't exist there.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't exist there because of other students also borrow their books.
Anyway, those things are also memorable in life, you know. Because of those experiences, so the experience that we are having now seems more valuable. So those experiences are also equally valuable in life. We learned a lot from that experience.
Comparing that time and this time, and then it's like we have like one concept, like if we still in this level, and then when we becoming in this level, and then when we look back to this level, we think, oh, this is such an easy thing. But when we are in that level, oh my God, it's so hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So Liny, you are now a government job holder, right, in your country? So how did you start that like job? Was it immediately after your undergraduate degree, or how did it start?
Yes, actually in my country, if we wish to work as a government officer, we need to pass exam. Yes. So when I graduate in 2014, and then that exam in 2015. So this period I can have enough time to prepare, and then also without our permanent certificate, we cannot apply for that exam. Yes, so I got it and then apply. First we need to fill the form and then apply. After that we need to
give
do
some
the exam.
So you did a great job, and like wow, I think you studied a lot.
No, actually, I'm not 100% expect from that exam. Because I just remember my advisor. He always like alert us, like you have to remember this and this, because normally your exam to be an officer's government officer will coming related to this question and this question, and then I just remember, okay, I will remind all of that thing. But unfortunately, that time. That exam he already mentioned, I also forgot about it. But like suppose in the whole question in exam, I did all of them, just only one last question
was missing.
But no, it have like one question, but it have two sections. So I answer the first section, and the second section I also answer, but I still keep struggling with this because I thought maybe I did something wrong with it. Yes, actually I did wrong with it. And then when after that exam finished, I just came outside the exam room and then sat with my best friend, and then I told her like I cannot expect this exam. I will not pass this exam. And then I just told her, maybe we have to try again next year. And then she said, it's okay, we can. If we cannot pass this time, we can try again next year. And then finally on the
Result day.
announcement day, and then both of us are passed.
Wow, congratulations to you both.
Yeah.
You did great job.
Yeah.
After how many years of like your government job, you can apply for a scholarship like KOICA? Like you are a KOICA scholar also, right? For your master's degree. So after how many years of your job in your country, you can apply for this kind of scholarship abroad?
Actually, in my country, we have like 1 year for observation. So when we complete 1 year observation and then we submit 1 year report, so after that we can apply for
To
any
scholarship.
Okay. But because that time I also have another degree, I also attend in English degree for undergraduate. So from that time I also struggling with that study, and also I have to study another languages in the meantime, so it really tough to me if I want to apply for other scholarship. But once I remember I'm almost finished my English degree in 2018, and then my head office like 1 year earlier he got invitation from KNU, our university, and then next year he just
forwarded you that email?
convinced me to apply for this like short training course with same what he have attend, and then I just apply, and then I came here for 1 week, and then I just learn something from here. Just going back 1 year later, one of KOICA seniors, I know him when we took one training course together, and then we have created one group. And then he just announced in group who are interested in KOICA scholarship in KNU, and then he said it's not too much challenges because if we have English or something like it's like our competency in English, we can apply like that.
And then you applied and got selected.
And then I tried.
Congratulations for that as well. So many congratulations, Liny.
Of course, thank you.
During your master's degree as a KOICA scholar here, what was your like research area? Can you share with our audiences a little bit? Let's discuss about the research now. Because science hero.
Actually, as I mentioned earlier, like if compared during my undergraduate and masters, it really having big gap. Between like I did fertilizer application in undergraduate.
And just fertilizer application?
And then when I came to Korea, and then I met professor, and it's like a bit tough to me, like mostly working with our nation, and then we can communicate in our language, and then this time just came to other country and also meet other people using English for communication. And sometimes most of seniors said all professor will be like a bit strict for students, so we need to be well prepared whenever we need to discuss something or asking something. So it's really tough. And then when I came here, because like in my lab is crop production lab, so normally we do our research during the planting season in Korea. It's like start from June to September. It's during this time, like summer season, and then we start doing our research. And then first he just mentioned to do the root analysis because most of my lab is doing like they have done with that root analysis. And then first he just mentioned we have at that time we have 5 KOICA students, and then he said he will give 3 of you for the root analysis with different crops, and other 2 will be another crops, but not related to roots. So after he just maybe he discussed with other project team, and then he decided to change my topic to the soybean again, as no more research in our lab, but different topic is related to disease detection. And firstly, when I heard like disease detection, so how can we use the equipment to detect. Because normally if we said like disease detection will be we will selecting the sample and then checking in microscope or other thing like this is detection. But he said no, we have to use high resolution. It's called like a hyperspectral camera, and then just captures, and then that image we obtain from it will showing different value or something, and then we can use that value for detection or for early detection. That is so weird to me because when he mentioned hyperspectral, what is that? And then how like nothing to me, really tough. Yeah.
But it seems like so interesting, like hyperspectral imaging and things like that.
Yeah, and you know, in my lab we have like, to me it's like very strange or device. I never use it, and I even know the name of that device. Whenever I came to my lab, this device, and then when I count, oh, I cannot.
So what was your research topic like in your master's degree?
My master's research topic is related to soybean, so evaluations of soybean predictions while using hyperspectral imaging.
Wow, it sounds so like, I don't know, so scientific, and I don't know. I have never.
You can check it in MDPI.
Okay.
Yeah, it was published in this year. Yeah.
Okay. We can keep the link of your publication in the description section.
Yeah.
So if people are interested about this topic, they can go and check it out, and also consult you maybe in Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So Liny, now you decided to continue your PhD here in South Korea, right, after your master's degree. So what is your research area now? Like, you don't need to tell your topic or maybe your experimental design, no need to tell, but just tell about your research here.
Yeah. It's quite tough to me now. It's still again, it's like
another topic, right?
Yeah. Like,
not continuation of the master's degree.
Change topic, 100% change and completely different. So in my PhD research will be related to genome-wide association studies. But
GWAS, right?
Yeah, but this time I've changed the crop as well from soybean to cowpea, and I will have more than 200 accession of cowpea.
Wow.
Yeah, and a whole of cowpea, even seed, even plant, high, leaf, everything are related to cowpea. I did.
So will you be also using hyperspectral imaging and things like that?
Yeah. Because we have
Phenomics lab, right?
Yeah, phenomic lab, and then we also have a lot of devices, and then we can use all of that device.
Wow.
Yeah. Root to top of the cowpea.
I want to learn, Liny. Can you teach me?
Yeah.
I want to learn some of them, like I'm curious.
Yeah.
After you come back from home, please teach me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Liny, now let's talk about some fun thing in Korea while studying here as a student. What do you do during your free time? Or you don't have any free time?
No, we still have. We don't spend entire week or entire 24 hours, right? We will have.
But whenever I see you, we are always stressed, right? Like that.
Yeah.
So
of course.
What do you do during your free time?
Normally, I will have free time during weekend. Yes, usually in weekend. But sometimes if I have continuous experiment, I will spend my time in lab even during weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know you are very hardworking because I meet you many times in the lab, right?
Yeah.
And also we go to park, right? At midnight.
Yeah.
You are my midnight park partner.
Yeah.
We go there for games and sports, so that games, seesaw and swing. We play, and also
but seesaw you are supposed to fly me out.
But anyway we enjoy it, like
of course.
Little moments are like little things are precious thing in life. So we enjoyed those times.
Actually, I don't have much friend in Korea. Just like I have only 3. I mean, because our lab is neighboring lab, so I have you in your lab and in other lab, and my lab is like I have few friends in Korea. And even Korean friend, I have very few. Yeah. So whenever I want to spending time with friend, most time with you and with my lab members.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is always fun to be with you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Liny, I was curious about one thing. The government job that you are doing in your country is also related with your major?
Yes, of course. Because in my ministry, we have different we have many departments and even general directorates, but in my department is extension department. So everything related to agricultures, my department seems to have involved with.
Okay,
So
that
even
sounds
not
interesting.
agriculture, agronomy, like crop production, or even fishery, or even animal science. Yes, it's related.
So today in this world where the population is like growing so rapidly, in this scenario, what do you think are the challenges in the field of crop production?
Actually, to my points of view, if regarding to my own country, related to the population is not a big deal because we still have a small population. But if compared to other countries that have high populations, it really tough to gain the production for supplying for their consumption. And one more thing is recently we focusing, like my own country, we focusing on rice productions. So we have enough, not enough, but it also oversupply. So we also use that some amount of that rice crops or rice yield to support for other country. Like last year we also support to Cuba or other country, and also export. In other way, in other thing is we still have a problem with vegetable. Because sometimes we also like for farmers, whenever we have like training or we call farmer field school, we touch them, and then they also trying to follow whatever we have touch them. But the problem is sometimes we just giving them technique or related to the technology or even the whole process of planting until harvesting. But the big problem in my country is we don't have like a specific institute to supply for vegetable seed. Normally we use like our landrace seed or our indigenous seed. So but recently one of department was structures, and it's called seed department. So they're trying to do
improve varieties.
Because normally recently not recently, a long time ago, whenever we want to get some tropical vegetable seed, we need to import from the neighboring country, like from Vietnam or from Thailand or from China or from other country. So it's still
A problem.
Problem in our country.
So Liny, in your country, is GMO legalized or like is it still banned? In my country's case, it's not allowed.
Yes, actually we didn't allow that GMO, but because we still have limit technology or expertise, so we don't know what is GMO. Sometimes even in the Ministry of Agriculture, if other guys coming from others subject or major when they were in undergraduate or in their master, so whenever we talk about GMO, they also struggling. What is GMO? And we cannot blame why this guy didn't know about GMO, because if we have that majors, we will know the GMO. But if they coming from other majors, they will
not know.
And then in one ministry, we cannot say why this ministry is in agriculture. Everybody should have major in agriculture.
No, not necessarily.
Like in one ministry need to have different sectors, right? Different majors.
So Liny, let's be serious. What is your plan after graduation? Like after graduating as Dr. Liny, you'll go back and continue your work, or what else?
Yes.
You can't do like other thing, right? Because you are already tied to the ministry, right? You have a contract with the ministry, so you cannot like.
Yes, of course. We also have contract with ministry. Suppose in PhD we have to work for ministry at least 4 or 5 years after
after PhD.
Master 2 to 3 years, and undergraduate is like 1 or 2 years. But the good thing is in my ministry, because whenever we work in our, suppose in my department, we also have collaboration project with other department as well as other ministry. So let's suppose to say if my major is in breeding or in machine learning or in phenomic. So whenever I graduate, when I come back to my office, and if our office or our department or our ministry have like such almost similar project related to this type of work, I will be the priority.
First one prioritize. Okay.
Yeah. So because we know we have learned a lot from about it, and then if our director or our leader, they will figure out who one is related having this knowledge, and then it will be good. Yeah.
Okay, that's informative.
Yeah.
So, Liny, you are a past KOICA scholar and also doing your PhD here in South Korea. Do you have some tips for the people who would like to apply to scholarship in Korea from your country? Can you share it with us? Many people are like crazy about BTS and like that, and they want to
K-pop.
come to Korea.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell them something, give them your message.
So for my personal tip, because whenever you want to apply for any scholarship abroad, first thing is you have to have enough English.
Research and also curiosity, right?
Yeah. First, like curious, and then you also need to know about your competency. Suppose in abroad life, which language is the most important. So suppose the whole world English is the first one, so you need to make sure that you have actually not for like you have talented in English or you have very broad knowledge about English. No, you just have make sure that you can communicate in English, and then you have to understand whatever other people you have to communicate with. Like keep searching. It means if you
Stay
wish,
curious.
yeah. If you wish to apply for scholarship, so you need to keep searching. So which type of scholarship
What I want and what is my major?
It's
those
like
scholarship
which
are
is
suitable
match
or not?
to our target.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, well said, Liny.
Yeah,
that is
and-
what is important.
Yeah, and then also the university also
Important.
Yeah.
And also, like for example, our KNU is very good and like high ranked in Korea for the agriculture major.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested for agriculture major, you can give it a try to our university as well.
yes.
So Liny, while living here in Korea, I think you have some memorable experiences. So do you want to share it with our audiences?
Yes. So actually for my entire time during my masters, because it's like short time,
18 months?
17 months, and during my time is like because of the pandemic, so we need to stay in our home country for about 1 semester and just study through online, and then after first semester completed, the government of Korea also accept for foreigner to entry,
Come to Korea,
to come to Korea, and then we can come, and then that time I had only 11 months left in Korea, so it's really tough. But actually because of the pandemic, so whenever we want to go somewhere else, it's like it also in the strict restriction conditions, so it's really tough.
While living here in Korea, do you have some cultural shocks here?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of?
Yes, actually in my country, like we don't need, no, we need, but we just like have a few, or we have few amount of money, and whenever we go outside, we just use cash. And then in Korea, we can see everywhere they use card instead, or sometimes just using phone for scanning to pay or everything. It's not much culture shock to me, because I also have some time to go abroad, and then I also see some other country like in China, they also use that type of system. But one thing I didn't know that whenever we issue our student ID card, and then it is also linked with bank, and then we can use that one to pay for everything.
Transportation and everything.
Yeah, and also one more thing is the ice cream store without seller. I feel surprised, because if other country, even in my country, if
They take
no
away
seller, that ice cream will be gone in like 5 minutes. but in here very safe.
And also the photo studio are without the cameraman.
Oh yeah, safe photo, really funny, and like whenever we come together with friends, oh my god, we
Liny.
can have different style in that picture.
Yeah, when you
So
come back,
funny.
we should do there, okay? When you come back from Cambodia, let's go to that self photo studio and take a picture together.
Yeah. we still miss that chance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I did a lot with my lab member.
Yes, I know. I see the pictures in Instagram.
Yeah.
So, Liny, during writing my thesis, when I was frustrated, you have been my midnight friend. Today, this video is also filmed in the midnight. So, Liny, this video will be memorable for lifetime.
Midnight friend.
Midnight friend. The stress relieving friend at midnight. Wow, Liny. Oh, Liny.
I will miss you.
Yeah, I'll miss you. And come soon. And I hope you'll have a great time at home. And I think this video has become already so long. So in the end, do you have anything that you would like to share to our audience about your research, life in Korea, or anything? Just please share some few words and then we'll wrap up this video.
So my last message is to my country audience, especially if like young generation juniors wish to apply for scholarship, please keep in mind to improve your language competency and also keep searching and don't give up. Whenever you fail, whenever you have to try again, so don't feel disappointed or failure. You need to stay strong and then just keep trying.
Thank you so much, Liny, for joining us today and sharing your incredible story. To all our listeners, thank you so much for listening to this episode of our Science Heroes. In the next episode, we'll be bringing some amazing heroes in the different branches of STEM. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, keep exploring the wonders of science. Thank you so much for watching. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.